Windows 8 comes with a whole bunch of applications ready to use out of the box. It's had some of them before, but now they look clean, crisp, and modern, and you'll use them because you want to, not because you have to. You'll also find that they work and play well together and have a unified look and feel. One thing you should know is that Microsoft is still making final changes to these apps, so by the time you watch this video, some apps may have additional features that you don't see here. So let's start with the calendar.
The first app I'll show you is the calendar. And you can see up here, there's the tile. Tells me the day and the date. I'll just click it. And it goes right into the month. And I can see that it's October 2012. And here's the current date, which is exactly 2 weeks before the official release of Windows 8. So you know this course is hot off the presses. If you'd prefer to look at the calendar in 1 day at a time view or a 1 week at a time view, click your right mouse button anywhere on the calendar, and down here on the taskbar you can click day. And here we can see today, tomorrow. Not much going on my calendar, is there? And when you move the mouse around, you notice there's a little forward button there and a backward button, so you could click those to get to the previous day or next day. You could also press the page down key and the page up key. Page up to go backwards, page down to go forwards. If you want to see 1 week, again click the right mouse button anywhere and go to week. And it's the same thing. You can tell I really don't do very much with my time. And you could also, if you want, use the rolly wheel on the mouse to scroll up and down through the hours. You also have a scroll bar here. If you're on a tablet, you can use your finger to scroll back and forth. And again, here's forward button and the back button, and I can use my page up and page down key. Let me go back to month view. So I'll click the right mouse button anywhere on the calendar, down on bottom here, go to month. You can navigate through the months the same way you navigate through days and weeks. If I move the mouse around, I get these little arrows. So I could go forward, I could go backward. Now, if you want to go forward or backward a large amount of time, rather than going click, click, click on the arrow, you could simply press and hold down the page up or page down keys. So I'll just press and hold the page up key. And you see, very quickly, I went 3 years into the past. Now, if I want to get back to the future, I don't have to hop into my DeLorean. All I have to do is, again, click the right mouse button anywhere on the calendar, and down on the bottom, I can click today, and boom, I'm back at today. So what if you want to add an item onto the calendar? I've got a birthday coming up here, not mine, on the 28th, so I'm going to double-click on October 28th, and now I have some details. I'll just type in the title there. This is Judy's birthday. And I could put in a message if I want, something like, remember to send card. Now, here's the date. If I missed, maybe I need to put it on a different month or a different date. I can do that. Since this is a birthday, I'm not really too concerned with the year. We'll talk about a repeating item in a moment. So I'm also not too worried about start and end time, but I can do that if I want. So where it says how long, I'm just going to choose all day. I'm not really concerned with where. It's just, anywhere in the universe. But I want to make sure this repeats every year. So I'm going to click here where it says show more, and I just have some additional options. So it's not every day. I'll click that and I'll choose every year. And I could do a reminder if I want. Maybe I want a week's reminder. So, oh yes, remember to go out and buy a birthday card. And here's for status. And what the status means is that if you're sharing your calendar with someone else, or maybe you're synchronizing your calendar with a mobile phone, this will tell the other people or tell your phone if you're free or busy, out of office, or what. So I'm just going to leave this set as free. And if I want to keep this private so that nobody else sees it, I can mark that as private. So I'm really done here. All I have to do is go up here and click the save. If I made a mistake, if I don't want to do this at all, I could click that X and that'll cancel out. So let me click the save button. And now we can see there's that item for Judy's birthday. If I want to edit it, I could just click it. And from this little pop-up menu, I have a choice. I could open up just this one instance for 2012, or I could open up the series, meaning every one of Judy's birthdays from, now till forever. So I'm going to choose open one. And I could say something like, send gift that I bought. And again, I can delete this event, but I'll save it. All right, let's take a look at some options of the calendar. I'll roll the mouse down over the lower right corner. When the charms come up, I'll go over here to Settings, and these are calendar settings. So I'll go over here to Accounts. And right now you can see I'm using my Hotmail account, but maybe I want to use another one. Go over here to Add Account, and you see you could add accounts from other services as well. So if you're on a corporate Exchange server, you could do that. If you're using Outlook.com, if you're using Google Calendar, and you could click any one of them and simply put in whatever login ID you need. I'll cancel out of here. Let's go back into Settings. Let's go over to Options. And if you have multiple calendars here, they'll be listed, and you could choose, oh, I want to see this one, I don't want to see that one. So if you have multiple calendars, each one can have different colors. You can choose whether to show or not. Let's click the back button to get back to the main menu here. And I'll go to Permissions, and this simply means, do I want to see notifications from the calendar? And any of those little notifications that tend to appear in the upper right corner of the screen, do I want to see them? And this lock screen means if the computer is locked, maybe I walked away and it timed out, or I pressed the Windows key L shortcut on the keyboard to manually lock the screen, do I want to see appointment reminders come up there? I don't need to make any other settings, so I'll just click on the background and I'm back at the main calendar. When I'm ready to close the calendar, I can close it like any other of the built-in apps. The keyboard shortcut is Alt F4. Hold down the Alt key and press F4. Or put your mouse pointer or finger at the top, and when you see that little grabber hand, click and drag down to the bottom of the screen. It's closed, and now we're back at the start screen.